Now, we are going to move on.
Indeed,
to a topic that's kind of come up a lot over this past year, and that's how much MOBAs are influencing the industry, the gaming industry in particular. I mean, there have just been so many MOBAs sort of crop up over the last year in different genres, in different ways that it's just like, of course this is becoming a MOBA now. Or it's just like eye-rolling almost at this point.
It's sort of the RPG elements of today.
Yeah.
Because I played, what was it, like Wizorb. It's like a block-breaking game with RPG elements. It's like you add RPG elements and it makes it better.
Yep.
And like now that's happening with this.
It's funny to watch like the reaction of the the esportsy community be like, oh, that's getting a MOBA, okay. When it's like, no, this is like, it's good that we're getting all of these because it's bringing more attention to it and getting people who weren't interested in MOBAs before interested, which might lead to a bigger community for your game. But like we're seeing so much. Like Dawngate is this year. It's in beta alpha right now.
That's coming from EA, so
yep, that's huge.
Beta.
Like they are banking a lot on that. And this is like the first time we're seeing a huge AAA developer wade into this like terrifying territory. Obviously Riot and Valve are AAA, but when you think of like third party big, it's like the big three, right? It's Activision, EA, and Ubi. So EA's banking on Dawngate. We have Deep Silver doing the stupid Dead Island MOBA that looks terrible.
It's a Zomba.
Has anyone played it? Like I think it looks kind of dumb.
I haven't played it yet.
Okay.
No,
so there's that. The Infinite Crisis DC one is, what if MOBA was Batman?
Yeah.
And that's obviously like that's got its audience.
I think that's fun.
It seems cool.
Infinite Crisis is pretty cool.
So we're seeing a ton of it, and I really think that this year is going to be like the year the MOBA breaks, where it becomes a thing that everybody is doing, that everybody is aware of, that even if you're not super into Dota or League or Heroes of New Earth or Heroes of the Storm, you're going to start being aware of other stuff. And it might not be something you play, but it will be something that you at least are starting to think about in the same way you think about other shooters that aren't Call of Duty and Battlefield.
Yeah, Leah and I were just talking about this. It's like we say FPS and RPG, everyone knows what that means, but people still don't really know what MOBA means.
And
MOBA's a bad term. That's a bad acronym.
So MOBA's a bad term, but it's also not like the universally accepted one like FPS is. RPGs tend to imply a certain thing, whether, Western, Eastern, whatever, it doesn't matter. You have an idea of what an RPG is. You have all these different terms where it's like, well, we're not a MOBA, we're a LOMA. Well, we're not either of those. We're
Zomba.
like
action RTS.
We're an action RTS. We're a lane game. It's like you just have all these different names. Like you have all these different names for the genre, and then all the terminology within your game is different. Like, no, we're champions. No, we're heroes. We're what's the Dawngate name for their characters?
Oh man,
It's something really dumb.
It's not summoners, but it's something along those lines.
I'll bring it up in my inbox because it's really hilarious. But the point being, like, the terminology is confusing, but I think we're going to reach such critical mass that it's not really going to matter what it's called, because the idea of like, oh, it's that kind of game is going to start mattering to people.
And a lot of MOBA elements, RPG elements, MOBA elements are sort of making their way into other games in the industry now too. Like you sort of see minions creeping along in Titanfall, I've heard.
Yeah, like there are non-player characters running around. I mean, they're kind of creeps.
Yeah, that's
and that's
what
like
I've
in a
been
really
hearing.
small way, but in some games, like I just checked out Human Head's new third-person shooter, Minimum. And it's like, this is the creep wave where you're running around getting creeps, and then you have to like bust past the enemy's walls, which are turrets, and kill their base. Like that format.
Familiar?
I want to know if they're called Shapers. It just came to
Shapers.
my head,
It's
and I
Shapers.
just
That's
didn't,
it.
I didn't want it to leave my
Terrible
mind.
name.
I couldn't wait.
Dawngate characters are called Shapers.
I think
Whatever, you say Lord Management.
I think a couple days ago you mentioned Star Wars Battlefront and like how that was kind of like an early MOBA before.
Like if you look back at Star Wars Battlefront, and this is because like I started thinking a lot like, wouldn't it be really cool if Star Wars Battlefront was a MOBA? Like the new one from DICE, what if that was a MOBA, but like a shooter? Like a third-person shooter like a MOBA. Oh, wait, that's exactly what Star Wars Battlefront was. Because you played the creep wave. Like, you had AI guys running around with you. You were kind of a hero in that you were like, oh, I'm the sniper stormtrooper. But you were still just an expendable guy. You were just a normal hero, or like a normal soldier, and you weren't a hero. You would unlock heroes by doing well. So you would be like, oh, man, Boba Fett's here. And he would come and clean up the wave. And you would basically just push and push and push these different lanes to capture these control points. It was a MOBA in a weird way. And I really hope that they maintain that in the core of whatever the new Battlefront is, but realize like, oh man, this is a MOBA, and Dota is
more
really
explicit
cool.
about that.
I would love that, especially if they do what they used to do with like Battlefront 2, where you played well, you unlocked a playable Jedi or a playable bounty hunter or whatever, and then that changes the element a lot. Like, I would actually like if they didn't have play as Han Solo, because that was really dumb.
So if you could have a MOBA,
Yeah.
if a MOBA was going to be announced at E3 this year, would you want it to be a Star Wars MOBA?
Yes. If it's not Battlefront, like if there is a straight up Star Wars MOBA, that would be incredible.
I'm still holding out for Nintendo to.
Nintendo would be really great.
Or Pokemon.
Pokemon would be great.
Pokemon.
We were talking about this in the office earlier. Like, I was like, oh, yeah, Star Wars MOBA would be really good. And someone brought up the point, like, why not just do it, like, in Disney Infinity?
That's what I was going to say, yeah. Anything that Disney owns at this point.
Exactly.
Incredible.
Like
Like Marvel
princesses,
superheroes, exactly.
MOBA,
The movie
oh my God, it'd be
characters,
so cool.
Star Wars. Like, that could all exist in one game. And you could do that with Infinity. Like, Infinity, the way they're doing it, like Disney Infinity 2.0, like the superheroes thing, they're adding this sandbox mode where you can make games in it. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, why don't you just do a MOBA in there? Why don't you just make that?
That would
like,
be
you
so
could have
fun.
Captain America fighting alongside Obi-Wan Kenobi and Mickey Mouse beating the snot out of like, Goofy and Spider-Man. Like, I would love that. It'd be amazing.
Our team name is Goof Troop.
Yeah, no, it would come full circle.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would be so good. If you guys could create a MOBA, what would it be? Would it be Disney? Would it be Star Wars? Would it be something else? Who knows? I don't know. Let us know in the comments. And make sure, if you are a huge MOBA fan and want to check out the new MOBAs that are coming out that we sort of mentioned and that will be announced at E3 this year, make sure to subscribe to IGN Arena at youtube.com/IGN Arena for all the latest news
Indeed.
on your MOBA goodness.
Ooh, I like those MOBAs.
I like those MOBAs too.
Harry Potter MOBA.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so good.
Done.
You fly around on brooms as your mount.
What would be the creeps?
Just
Snitches.
waves of snitches. Yeah, we were on the same page there.
Oh my gosh, that would be so much fun.
An army of Ron Weasleys.
Oh.
Ron would be a support character. He's such a bitch.
Whoa! Shots fired. Jeez.
No.
Wow.
Okay.
Shots fired on Ron.
He's all right, I guess. I like Ron. I take it all back.
Someone get on that.
All right, I think that'll do it for our first episode of
First
the
blood.
IGN Arena
First blood.
First blood.
Our first blood on the IGN Arena podcast.
Do we have to all like put our wrists in?
Let's not do this.
No,
Let's
James, put
not
your
do
hand
that.
back. Retract your hand.
Take your hand back.
Don't touch me.
Just get out.
Thank you for tuning in to the first episode of the IGN Arena podcast. We really appreciate it. For more on MOBAs, make sure that you check out IGN Arena on YouTube at youtube.com/IGN Arena and let us know what you think and what you want to see next time. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.